Hello everyone, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Count Silver, and today we are back with more Corpse Factory. The last time we played, we pretty much got the setup going. We're in the process of setting up for our ultimate goal, in which we have said Corpse Factory in real life. So we have acquired a warehouse, and we have convinced Tomoe so far to drive us our bodies in the vans. We'll see how that goes, because she doesn't know for sure what she's doing, like, completely. So we'll see how that all pans out. Let's go ahead and get started today. Also, we got a call from Aoi that was like, hey, do you believe in all this corpse girl stuff? I think I'm gonna try it out on her family member who's like basically assaulting her. And we were like, no, it's all nonsense, don't worry about it. And she's like, oh, okay. And we also had like 3 requests. So a lot happened last time. Let's go ahead and get started from where we left off from there. I step outside my apartment building, squinting in order to defend myself from the overwhelming rays of sunlight assaulting my eyes. As narrow as my vision is, I'm able to determine that Kojiro is nowhere to be seen. Where is he? Once again, he's making me wait. As I mumble under my breath, I hear the screeching of tires and watch in disbelief as a van pulls up outside my apartment building. Hey, yo! They already got... How did they know each other? What the... Wait, did we do a time skip? What happened? It's a beat-up old thing that may have once been white, but it's now covered in grime. The windows are either tinted or encrusted with dirt. Probably the dirt. To my surprise, the window on the passenger side lowers and I see some familiar faces. Next to Kojiro is in the driving seat is none other than Tomoe. She's waving and grinning like a lunatic.
Hey, skank!
What's up, girl?
So, how's this?
My face must reveal my fury because Kojiro flinches before I can even respond.
Where did you even get this piece of shit?
It's something. You can't just... It's hard to find good stuff. If they have a top-of-the-line model, they're probably going to be even more suspicious of you.
Some guy.
You're some guy.
Some guy? What guy?
That's some guy from the noise marketplace.
There you go.
Only wanted $250 for it. So, here's the other half of your money back. You're welcome.
That seems like a pretty good deal to me. He holds up the paper bag I gave him earlier. It seems to still have a bit of weight to it. When Kojiro showed up at my apartment earlier this morning, he told me he'd found a great deal on a van. I had a good feeling about it, and I handed him the money to go and secure the vehicle. I'm glad that was explained, because I didn't understand how we got to this point. However, he mentioned that we needed a driver to haul it back. He asked me to call Tomoe for assistance. Thank you. Okay, got some backstory to that. Thankfully, Tomoe agreed to help. Any opportunity to leave the office was good enough for her. I never expected her and Kojiro to come back driving a death trap on wheels.
Unbelievable.
You said it could be anything.
We're not going to die in this thing, are we?
You know what I say? If you have such a problem with it, get it cleaned. Simple as that. If it's dirty, get it cleaned.
Who knows?
It has AC!
See, that's a huge plus in my opinion with how old and nasty it looks.
Great. Did you ask the guy if anyone has ever been murdered in it?
What do you care? He's gonna see a lot of corpses before we're done with it.
He's got a point, but I still don't feel good about it.
We're picking up corpses in this thing.
See, I was like, does she even know about that?
It's important. And you owe me one, remember? That shit's gross. I don't mind driving, but come on. Ugh, whatever. As long as I don't have to touch nothing.
You're good.
I'm doing the heavy lifting. Don't worry.
Tomoe leans over Kojiro and squeezes past him awkwardly to speak to me in a hushed voice.
Who is this weirdo anyway? When you said you wanted me to pick up a van, I thought you'd put me in decent company.
Damn. She's not wrong, though. I wholeheartedly agree with her.
Sorry. He's my, business partner.
Is that what we're calling it?
This is all for corpse girl shit, right? Well, whatever. I'm cool with it.
She's so cool.
Just hope this dude doesn't try to cut me or nothing.
He does look like the type to cut. She pulls back and gives Kojiro some air. She said that right next to him, and I know she's loud. He probably heard every bit of that.
Anyway, get in.
Huh? Why?
Because we're taking it for a test drive.
Going to the morgue.
Hang on. I haven't planned anything yet. You want to do this now?
If not now, when?
Any other time, after I've had a chance to get organized.
You have requests, right?
Yeah, 3, actually.
Actually, 3.
So let's go get some bodies that match.
But you haven't even had time to put aside any ashes. You were gonna collect a little from each cremation and put them aside and...
Already done.
Seriously?
Worked night shift last night. Got like 3 or 4 canisters saved up.
He's a little too excited for this.
You said you've got 3 requests? Well, how convenient.
But...
This operation was your idea. You want to do it or not?
Ugh.
It's not the way she wants it done, though. I'm just not ready. Kojiro thinks he can just rock up to my place and take me to the morgue, somewhere I've never been. I've had no time to prepare myself, no time to even think about it. Visiting the factory yesterday left me pretty exhausted. Having to tackle another new place today is simply too much to ask.
I told you I'd guide you through the process, right? There's nothing to worry about.
You don't understand. I've never been to the morgue before.
Tomoe shoots me a quizzical look from behind Kojiro.
You nervous? I think I understand. For me, it's the most relaxing place on Earth. My little sanctuary.
I bet it is, you freak.
Really?
Sure. No one to talk to me, no one to bother me. Unless you count the dead, of course.
I suppose that's true.
And you won't be alone. You've got me and this chick.
It's Tomoe. Thank you very much.
Yeah, get it night. Put some respect on her name.
Right. Sauce.
Shut up! I take a deep breath and brace myself for the next thing I'm about to say.
Okay, let's go.
I'm gonna give her an anxiety attack. Come on, guys. Kojiro's right. Everything will be okay. I need to get used to going to the morgue. It's a new place, but it's going to be an essential place. I tell myself that this is all for Corpse Girl. For me. For us. Kojiro pulls the van's sliding door open and I take a careful step inside. No seats back there, I bet. Probably all empty. Oh, brand new scenery. The morgue is a lot colder than I imagined it would be. I berate myself for not bringing a sweater, but there's nothing I can do about it now. The place has an icy, otherworldly feel to it. It's depressing and clinical and devoid of hope. And then there's that stench. It's not as overwhelming as I'd feared it may be, but it lingers and claws at my senses. It clings inside my nostrils and mouth and the very interior of my skull. Jesus Christ, I'm having a hard time saying stuff. It's very easy to understand why Kojiro clothes always smell like this place. Once the odor gets a grip on you, it doesn't let go.
Honey, I'm home.
Oh my god. I gotta say it, he's so cringe. A poor joke and poor taste, even for Kojiro. I feel like I'm going to vomit. Even Tomoe is looking a bit paler than normal. I'm surprised she accompanied us inside after she spent the whole drive over insisting that she would stay in the van.
They store bodies in here.
Of course. See all these lockers? They're cold chambers. Pretty much all of them are full. A body in each.
Fucking disgusting.
It's gonna be all of us one day, Tomoe.
Noriko?
Yeah?
I keep things in order around here. Chambers on the left wall are cadavers due for cremation.
And what about the lockers on the right wall?
No touchy-touchy. They're new arrivals or they're being collected for some reason or other. Autopsy, funeral, etc.
Got it. So, we can only make use of the cadavers in the lockers on the left wall.
That's a bingo.
I listlessly wander over to the left wall. There must be dozens of cold chambers here, all lined up in neat rows. Some doors are slightly ajar, and peeking inside reveals that they're empty, but the vast majority are sealed tight, the occupants within sleeping soundly.
Hey, question.
Shoot.
How do I know who is in each locker? Like, if I wanted to get an old woman's corpse, do I just have to search blindly?
Nah.
Okay, then what do I do?
Come here.
I walk over to Kojiro and follow him to a large computer monitor mounted on the far wall. He taps a little panel and set into the wall, and a shelf pops out, revealing a keyboard and mouse.
Familiar with databases?
Dude, you don't even know the half of it. That's what I'd be dealing with all day.
Somewhat.
Perhaps all my data entry experience at Tumijin will pay off here.
It's pretty simple anyway. Live database contains the current inventory items.
Ew. Well, you refer to these bodies as inventory items?
What would you call them?
Well, like, they used to be real people and shit, right? Why not show some respect?
I don't understand. They're cadavers.
I put a trembling hand on Tomoe's shoulder. I want to comfort her, but the act of doing so is still alien to me.
Don't worry about him, Tomoe. He can be a bit insensitive.
I was gonna say, I don't know if Tomoe's built for this or not, to be honest. Like, I love her. She's probably my favorite character, if I had to say so, but I don't know if she's built for this line of work.
He's a freak.
That's what I said. She's just like me for real.
Wow. Ouch.
It's true. It's absolutely true. Tomoe scoffs and makes a gesture with her middle finger. Oh, she's a savage. I am a little surprised that she's so bothered by this. It's kind of funny that she holds respect for the dead, but not so much for the living.
Okay, so I can search this database for bodies that match my needs.
Yep. Just use the filters at the top. Not many categories, but it has the basics. Age range, gender, name. Not that that'll be useful to you. Actually, that's about it.
It's enough. It'll save some time at the very least.
Okay, so you want to hoist 3 bodies today, right? You said you have 3 requests?
Yeah, but
It's probably gonna be harder to get bodies based off of them, though.
this place is kind of overwhelming. I'm hesitant to bite off more than we can chew.
What's the game plan then?
How about we just take one body today? We'll take it back to the factory, work on it, and see how we go.
That's fair. Just do a test run.
Works for me. Here, use the database.
Kojiro steps away from the monitor, indicates that I should use it. I rest my sweaty hands on the keyboard and feel the cold metal buttons sting my skin. A metal keyboard. It's very fitting for this cold, lifeless place. I have 3 requests currently in the works. I managed to get photos edited for all 3 of them thanks to taking the day off from the office. There's Emi Katsuno, the bully I went to school with, then there's the pink-haired girl and the woman that looked tired and worn out. I should try and find a cadaver that matches the appearance of one of those victims. I use the database's filter to search for females, and then I narrow down the age range to young adult. There are a lot of hits. Just how many people are entombed here anyway? I skimmed through the list of results. Since their names are meaningless to me, they might as well all be identical. But the column of data containing cold chamber identification codes is interesting. I point one of the results out to Kojiro.
Hey, how do I know what these numbers mean? This one here is 64AB. This one is number 31AA.
Ah, okay. Letters correspond to location. First letter refers to left wall or right wall. Second letter refers to top row or bottom row.
Give me an example.
Okay, this one? Number 64AB. The A means it's on the left wall and the B means it's on the bottom row.
Left wall. That's the side I can choose from, right? The body's due for cremation?
Yep,
Yep.
So I could grab number 64AB if I wanted.
up to you.
But this one here, let's see, number 98BA. Could I grab that?
No, Noriko, okay? If A stands for left wall, you can grab from. B obviously means that you cannot grab from that wall because it's on the right one that he said you couldn't grab from.
No. The first letter is B, so that's on the right wall. No go. Not scheduled for cremation.
Maybe she's just confirming, but like, don't be silly.
I think I get it. Thanks.
I make a mental list of cold chambers on the left wall that fit my needs.
I'm going to start cracking open some of these sarcophagi.
Why'd you say it like that?
Haha. That's a new one. Mad.
I can't take him seriously. I probably should, but I can't. I hope that my nervousness isn't showing. I almost can't believe that I'm about to examine corpses in the flesh. Corpse Girl would be proud of me right now. As I walk over to the left wall of cold chambers, I catch a glimpse of Tomoe. She's standing by the exit, swiping on her phone as she taps her foot. I reach the first locker I want to look at.
Here we go.
Oh, she's about to get bothered. There's a metal handle on the front of the chamber. It's paired with the release button, which I gathered to be pressed in at the same time as the handle is pulled forward. I grip the handle tightly, press the button, and pull with all of my strength. A hiss echoes throughout the morgue as frigid pressurized air billows out of the chamber. The door is now wide open, revealing the darkness within the locker. I peer inside. I can make out the shape of a body bag lying atop the sliding tray inside the locker.
I thought the body would slide out automatically.
No? They just pulled the tray out. Like
No?
Pull out an oven tray.
I take a deep breath and grab the edge of the tray and slide it out. Thankfully, the thick rollers along the bottom rail do most of the work, and once it has momentum, the tray slides all the way out of the chamber. My prize is revealed at last, a musty white body bag, packed full with the decomposing corpse.
Now what?
Just unzip the HRP.
What?
Kojiro rolls his eyes.
The body bag. Unzip it, but cover your nose.
I do as I'm told. My left hand pinches my nostrils, and my right hand grips the tag attached to the bag's zipper. Said that really weird. I tug the tag down and drag it along the length of the bag, and the zip makes a familiar zip sound, and I smell the decomposing corpse and vomit on the ground and fall to my knees trying to catch my vomit, and I hold my nose closed at the same time. Terrible. Jesus, girl. Tears well in my eyes, and I can't help but cry as the stench strikes me across the face again and again, and the river of bile and sick pouring down my clothes feels like a searing hot cattle prod against my skin. You know, I said Tomoe wasn't built for this, but maybe Noriko is not built for this either. The side of the corpse in the bag flickers in my vision and sears itself into my retinas, and I can't get it out of my head. Even when I close my eyes and I can't get it out of my head, and I can't not see it anymore, and I can't help but think of my own reflection and how much I resemble Noriko and Corpse Girl, and the corpse in the bag all mixed together in some completely fucked up hybrid of decaying flesh and bone. This is a run-on sentence. If you need an example, this is it. I didn't understand it. I was trying to talk, but it was hard. I think Kojiro or Tomoe or Aoi grabs my shoulders to drag me away from the body, but Aoi isn't here anyway, and the hand feels so strong and warm and not brittle and lifeless like mine, and not slender and perfect like Aoi's, but I get dragged away regardless, and my eyes are watering and the fluorescent lights on the ceiling are magnified by my tears, and I want to cry my eyes out and get the sight of the corpse out of my mind. Good God. You really need to take a breather. I've seen so many corpses over the last year. I've seen countless photos of bodies dismembered and asphyxiated and electrocuted and shot and maimed and drowned, and yet the decaying corpse in the body bag, or the HRP as Kojiro called it, is worse than any of them, and it's worse than anything I could ever imagine, and it's worse than me and worse than Corpse Girl, and for a fleeting moment I begin to question what I've spent the last year doing. What am I doing involving myself with the dead and buried? Ah, here we go. We go again. The frantic screams of a girl resounds in my ears and my eyes and my nostrils, and I think she's calling my name, but it doesn't sound like my name. It sounds like Noriko or something along those lines. Maybe Yuriko? Maybe she's calling out for my sister, but my sister isn't here and Noriko isn't here, and I'm the only one here, lying on my side on the cold tile floor and covered in warm vomit and hot tears, and I feel the body lying next to me and smiling and offering me a cup of coffee from that lovely French cafe I went to one time. I picture that lifeless corpse in my mind, smiling and calling me names like Bitch Queen, or Goth Bitch, or Bitch Bitch, basically just any senseless name she can pair with the word bitch, that word I hate so much that Yuriko used to always call me, that mother used to always call me, that word that carries so much hate and contempt and yet rolls off the tongue so easily. We're getting a lot of backstory to her, like, past here, but also, Jesus. I didn't expect this to formulate from what just happened. The lifeless corpse keeps calling me names, keeps taunting me, keeps growing out her long blonde hair, and she taunts me with her fake smile and fake eyelashes. She corners me in the classroom and pulls my hair and rips out a fistful of it and laughs and calls me bitchy bitch 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 and screams and cackles, and I realize that she's always bullied me like this, and I hate her for it because I never did anything to her. Is this referring to the girl? I can't remember her name, but the one that we got the request for, is that who we're talking about here? I would assume so. Yeah, okay, Emmy, yeah. I never did anything to Emmy Katsuno, but she always bullied me. But she never bullied Aoi because no one was allowed to bully Aoi because the teachers all said no. They all said she's been through too much already, but it's okay to bully Noriko, or me, or Noriko. That's fine, they all said. So Emmy liked to bully me and called me the bitchin' bitch, and she liked to pull my hair out, but that's fine because hair grows back eventually, and it meant that she didn't bully Aoi. So in a way, I was protecting Aoi, and that's all that really ever interested me or mattered. Jesus. I did so good the whole time, the last fucking word. And the corpse in my mind isn't Emmy, but it might as well be. It might as well be her, and maybe I can make it her. Maybe the corpse can become Emmy Katsuno, and if I send her the photograph of the corpse, then she might kill herself. Or she might, oh Jesus, she might kill her. So. Maybe going to a new place, like too quickly behind one another, really did have a major effect, you know? My neck cracks loudly as I sit up straight. I blink a few times to clear the tears out of my eyes, and the worried faces of Kojiro and Tomoe appear in my vision.
Yo, you okay?
What the fuck, Noriko?
Sorry, I just had a moment. I spit the remnants of vomit out of my mouth.
I'm fine.
You don't fucking look fine. You chucked up all over the place.
She'll be right. Seen this kind of thing before.
I don't know if you have, at least to this extent.
What do you mean?
Pretty normal to react like that to a decomposing cadaver. Surprised you're okay, Tomoe?
It's Tomoe. Shit. Yeah, I'm fine. I don't like him, but I've seen corpses before.
Like decaying ones?
Well, I thought Noriko had too.
She has. I mean, I guess not in real life.
Just pictures, I guess.
I'm not forgetting the carnage I witnessed at the train station thanks to Kotomi Ida. Somehow seeing a stiff cadaver in a body bag was just so much more overwhelming. I did mention, I forgot about that.
Right.
With all that like monologue, I just, my brain essentially got wiped.
Are you really Corpse Girl?
Come on now.
Apparently.
Come on, let's get you up.
Thanks, girl. Tomoe grabs me in a sort of bear hug and lifts me to my feet.
Sorry about the vomit.
It's fine. It's fucked up, but it's fine.
I appreciate it.
Call it a day?
I pull my weight on my unsteady feet and step away from Tomoe.
No. There's something I need to do.
I stare straight at the corpse in the body bag. Her face is still exposed, lifeless, expressionless. Her hair is long, blonde. I imagine her with a bit of makeup, some blush, some lipstick, some false eyelashes.
Whoever this was, she's exactly what I need for my next victim.
That worked out well.
Can we get her into the van?
Okay, I'll grab a trolley. Tomoe, give me a hand?
Ugh, if I have to.
What a trooper she is. Like, I keep saying it, but she really was like, this was thrust upon her, and she's just taking it in stride. I nod and whisper a small thanks to both of them. Still a little groggy and unstable, I make my way to the morgue's door. I'll wait in the van for now. I need to take a moment to restore my energy. The real work will begin when we get to the factory. Yeah, you still gotta get over there. And that's not gonna be fun. Because, I mean, you got, like, essentially wasted from just smelling it. So I can't imagine, like, you had to ride in the van with it. Oh, I'm disgusted already. I was trying to decide. I think I'm gonna keep going for a little bit longer. We arrive at the factory after a brief pit stop at my apartment to collect my makeup kit. Kojiro managed to fix the lock on the front entrance, meaning we don't have to try and shimmy a cadaver through the side window. You stop by your apartment with a dead body in your... Ooh, ooh, you want to get caught so bad. He even found the proper key for the place on one of the rusted workbenches. Tomoe helped to drag a workbench to the center of the factory floor, and we hoisted the cadaver on top of it. Kojiro unwrapped it with from the HRP, which he explained simply meant human remains pouch. Staring down at the body before me, I now begin to wonder why I freaked out so much at the morgue. It's just a body, a lifeless thing that was once somebody, but now has no meaning in its existence. It's like the spirit of that person was like basically fucking, like, I don't know, like transcribing into her mind. I don't know, because she said that it wasn't Emmy in her imagination. I say imagination, in her, like, I guess, like, hallucination, and whatever it is. And but it was a girl with long hair, like the corpse, like with the long blonde hair. So, you know, I don't know, maybe she can talk to corpses in some kind of way.
It's kind of gross, but it's not really that bad.
Noriko literally 5 minutes ago on the floor throwing up and crying, and now she's like, well, it's okay.
Ugh. I'm glad you've come around, but I still don't want nothing to do with it.
You're good, girl. I appreciate you.
Right, so we're here. We got your body. What now?
It's makeup time, bitch. I fetch my makeup kit from the floor beside the workbench and place it next to the corpse.
We are going to make this body look as close as possible to this girl.
I flash my phone at Kojiro and Tomoe, showing off the photo of Emi Katsuno that was submitted to Corpse Girl's website.
Right. But why?
Tomoe, that's probably the dumbest thing you've asked so far.
Because then we can photograph it and convince the victim, Emmy, that it's her own dead body.
Why?
Why? I furrow my brow. Kojiro coughs in an attempt to hide his laughter.
That's how Corpse Girl does things.
I don't know. Sounds like a shit plan. We went to all that effort to steal a dead body and you just want to take photos of it?
I think I see where this is going.
Look, so far I've done everything with photo manipulation. And sometimes it's successful, like with Akane Tsurumaki.
Of course you would use the example of the one that she requested.
That bitch?
It convinced her to kill herself. But I'll admit that it hasn't worked so well on Corpse Girl's other victims.
So you think repeating the same thing that don't work over and over again will eventually work?
Now she's actually spitting right now. Hold on. Yeah, it got real silent.
She's got a point, Noriko.
Damn.
Corpse Girl doesn't have the best track record.
They make Tomoe to be out like this dumb broad, but like she's actually very like smart, I feel like.
Maybe something has to change.
She doesn't even have confidence in herself that she's that smart, but she is.
But what? This is the way I've always done things, and...
I hang my head in defeat. I don't know what to do. I spent all morning crafting fake photos of my 3 victims, but for what purpose? They're not going to convince anyone to kill themselves. And now I'm standing here in the factory looking at a corpse that I want to decorate as Emi Katsuno, just so I can take photographs of it. There's no point in doing so. I already crafted the photo of Emi's death, so why am I here? What the hell am I doing?
You two are right. I can't keep going on like this. I've already crafted a photo of this victim's death. So I really don't know why I let it get so far. I guess I didn't truly think we'd pull this off. I kind of just went along with Kojiro's suggestion to go to the morgue.
Hey, don't pin it on me. This is your scheme.
You're part of it. Business partners.
The weirdo is right. This is on you, Noriko.
Tomoe. They're right. They're both spot on. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just wasting my time. Their time. I'm wasting Corpse Girl's time.
Here, give me your phone.
Tomoe is such... the best. Without waiting for approval, Tomoe snatches my phone out of my hands. She swipes past the photos of Emi, then swipes back to it.
Yo, you said you already made the corpse photo. Where is it?
It's on my laptop.
I don't keep it on my phone. That would be stupid. The only copy is still on my laptop at home.
But you've got a photo of this bitch on your phone.
Yeah, that's kind of... yeah. Tomoe is so good.
Well, yeah. I just pulled it from her noise profile earlier. It's exactly the same image that was uploaded to Corpse Girl's website, though.
Right.
Hold it. How did you know the Vic's name? Corpse Girl doesn't ask for a name.
Oh, this girl... I actually went to school with her. It's a coincidence, I assure you.
Actually is.
Uh-huh.
Unless she requested it in her own, wow, hold on. Could she be, it's kind of crazy to say. This might be an insane theory, but she could be, when she's in her, Corpse Girl mode, and she's, in that personality set, or mindset, she could be, requesting deaths on her own. And it's because I mean, it's really weird that this girl randomly got targeted, and she just happens to used to be Noriko's bully.
Look, that doesn't matter, does it?
Well, tell me what the corpse photo looks like.
Well, it wasn't my most creative work. I had 3 requests to fulfill in a short amount of time, so I kinda made them all similar.
Just tell me what it is.
I made it look like this girl, Emmy, fell from a tall building and splattered on the pavement.
Which did end up happening.
Fucking lame.
We already know that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not my most creative work.
Anyway.
Well, I got an idea for you.
Say less.
I know, I'm just the driver and all, but you've dragged me in this far, so at least let me make a suggestion, Kay?
Okay, go ahead.
We've got this here body. You've got a corpse photo of the bitch all locked and loaded. Let's kick it up a notch. Take your time to apply makeup. Make the body really look like the victim. Send her the corpse photo first, and then we'll deliver this body to the bitch.
Deliver the body?
We rock a better joint, leave the dead body on her doorstep, and then we fucking get out of there. Can you imagine how fucking scary it would be to come face to face with your own corpse?
Gee, so it was her idea in the first place. That is insane. I would not expect this kind of maliciousness from Tomoe, but I do respect it. Also, I love how they're essentially like ding dong ditching somebody with a corpse.
Think about it from her perspective. She gets a photo of her own dead body, right?
Yeah.
And hours later, just as she's trying to get it out of her mind, her own corpse shows up at her house.
That's a good point. That's very scary.
She'll fucking snap, I guarantee it. Hell, I probably would too, and I know what's going on.
She has the best fucking lines. I'm sorry, I'll stop gushing about her. But she does. She has the best lines. I can't believe it. Tomoe has completely lost the plot. Her plan is incredibly devious. It's almost evil, and I'm in love with the idea. I'm in love with the idea of delivering a person's own corpse to them before they kill themselves.
Tomoe!
Oh god. Despite my own nature, I find myself throwing myself at Tomoe and wrapping my arms around her.
Yo, what the?
What the? Ooh. I bury my head between her neck and shoulder, the warmth of her body radiating through my own cold and clammy form. I start to sob uncontrollably. Maybe I still have tears left over from my incident at the morgue, or maybe I'm just truly happy at this moment.
Tomoe! Thank you.
Wow, this is such a beautiful moment.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
She likes it.
Your idea is brilliant. It's perfect. Oh, I can't think of a better way to bring Corpse Girl's plans to fruition.
She's like she just won like a Grammy.
I mean, I just said the first thing that came to mind, so. But hey, I'm real glad you like the idea. I'm happy to help.
What a queen. I wipe my eyes, but I don't let go of Tomoe.
Hell. I wonder if you'd make a better Corpse Girl than me.
She's not wrong. Tomoe's kind of devious.
Don't be stupid. I just had one good idea is all.
You're smart. You should give yourself more credit.
No, come on. It ain't like you to get all sappy. Pick yourself up, yeah?
Right. In a moment.
I nuzzle my cheek further into Tomoe's neck and feel her skin prickle underneath my breath. What the? She's tensed up a little bit, but doesn't push me away.
You're so warm.
What the fuck? What's going on here?
Jeez. Come on now, we've got work to do.
Okay.
What am I witnessing? What happened? The switch flipped. I reluctantly step back from Tomoe and wipe my eyes. Tomoe is a little red in the face. She ruffles the collar of her shirt and fans her face.
Never had a girl cling to me like that before. Better not tell Shinya in case he gets real jealous.
Haha, yeah. Could be with me, though. Kojiro is silent. He seems to be simply observing the moment. Yeah, Kojiro, if you came up with good ideas too, maybe you'd be getting some of this. But you don't come up with good ideas. You're just a freak. I take a second to compose myself. Tomoe is right. We do have work to do. I look to the corpse atop the table, patiently waiting for us to conclude our discussion. I almost wish I was as patient as the dead.
We starting?
Yes. Let's do this.
Mad.
Oh, God. Please. If he was just not here, it'd be better.
Few things to keep in mind. Putting makeup on a cadaver isn't as simple as you think.
Oh, yeah, the structural integrity is not there if I
This one's
had to
already
guess.
decomposing. Not all the makeup will take.
We just need to make it convincing enough for her to fall for it in like a panic state, you know?
Put a little extra on. Don't be stingy. It doesn't help that the body is ice cold. Now, if we had a space heater, we could warm it up. That would help the makeup stick. But it'll speed up decomposition.
Yeah, and it'd probably stink.
We can't have it decomposing any faster. It's already out of cold storage, so I imagine we don't have long as it is.
Right. We're going to want to deliver it to your Vic soon, like less than 24 hours soon.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yo, what about time in the delivery? Corpse Girl's photos have what's it called? A timestamp?
Yeah, I timestamped the photos with a supposed time of death. I usually set it to a little after the time the victim receives the photo. Sometimes a few hours, sometimes a whole day.
Uh-huh. I get it. Well, like, for best effect, we're gonna want to deliver the corpse before the time marked on the photo, right?
Totally.
That way, the Vic gets the photo and the corpse before the set time. Creates a kind of ticking time bomb. Should convince him to off himself before time's up.
That makes sense. I think that's the best way to do it.
Yeah, so, what time did you write on this Emmy chick's corpse photo?
I scratch my head and try to think about it. It's hard to recall since I created 3 different photos at the same time. I'm pretty confident I'll line them all up one after another. An hour gap in between each one.
7:28 a.m. tomorrow.
Early.
We gotta deliver the corpse before then, huh?
Too early. Usually asleep.
Well, you know, another thing too is that Aoi was in the flashback from the like earlier when we first started playing, right? I don't know how she's going to get involved with this. I know she gets there eventually. We just got that one phone call, and that's the only thing we've heard from her, and we basically told her to drop it. So we'll see.
Well, you're gonna have to get your ass up early for Noriko.
Yeah, dumbass.
For Corpse Girl.
Kojiro gons, but he doesn't object any further.
So, I'll send the photo out when I get home tonight. Emmy will receive it before she goes to bed for the night. It should shake her a little.
Then, in the morning, she'll wake up to her doorbell ringing and a corpse left on her doorstep.
That should be enough to do the trick.
Think you're both forgetting something.
What is that, Kojiro?
Where are we delivering the corpse?
Yeah, we don't have her address.
Are you dense? We're delivering it to this Emmy bitch's home.
Sure, of course. But where does she live? Got her address?
Oh,
Ah, dang it.
Oh, shit.
A hole in the plan. A massive flaw that we completely overlooked. Our stunned silence is was the only answer Kojiro needs.
This whole thing is a bust.
Kojiro, just let me cook.
Kinda disappointed in you, Noriko.
We just came up with this plan, dumbass. Okay, let me cook.
Thought Corpse Girl was some mastermind. Some genius worth worshipping.
I don't have a response to that comment. Bile begins to rise in my throat as a pit opens up inside my stomach.
Turns out everything so far has been sheer luck. Well, I'm out. Use the factory if you want, but I'm not sticking around.
Kojiro waves half-heartedly and walks away. I can't say anything to stop him. My thoughts are frozen, locked in place, chained down by humiliation and anxiety. You know, honestly, good riddance. I don't like him. I don't think I ever will.
Hold up just one fucking second.
That's my girl. Yes. Of course, Tomoe never fails to grab anybody's attention. Kojiro turns back.
We're just getting started here. Of course there's gonna be hiccups. We'll iron out all the details as we go.
Yeah, she might actually be the real psychopath. I respect it.
Don't just abandon Noriko like that.
And she's a true friend.
Corpse Girl has done more for me than you'll ever know.
Oh, she has like some moral obligation towards her. That's pretty interesting.
That's so?
Yeah, it is. So I'm gonna stand by her side. If you're a coward, feel free to bow out now. But if Noriko means anything to you, anything at all, then just swallow your fucking doubts and help her out.
What? God, I love her. Tomoe. I never thought she'd be one to make a rousing speech. Short and simple though it was.
Right. Suppose we did make a deal after all?
Yeah, buddy.
Though, nothing really stopping me from taking cadavers from the morgue whenever I want now. Still, I guess I'll help you out. But if this keeps going astray, I really will walk away.
Fine, but follow through on this one victim at least.
I managed to gather up enough strength to make a simple plea.
please. I can't do this without you.
Okay. Find Emmy's address. If Tomoe drives, I'll handle moving the corpse in the morning.
I nod firmly.
Okay, I'll work it out.
Is this how we get Aoi involved? Are we like gonna call her up like, hey, do you happen to know where this person lives?
Thank you, Kojiro.
Kojiro waves once again and takes his leave. The heavy steel door at the front of the factory slams shut behind him.
Phew. Okay, got any ideas?
I do, actually.
Maybe one. Can you call Shinya? Ask him if he remembers Emi Katsuno from school, and see if he knows where she lives.
See, now, why would she know that name? Because she didn't go to school with you guys. But also, I assume. But also, I guess you could be like, oh, Noriko was asking, and all this good stuff.
Shinya? Oh yeah. He said once that you went to school together. Guess he might know Emmy too, huh?
My thoughts exactly. I'm going to make a call as well.
Yeah, we're gonna call Aoi. I called that. I quickly make a call to Aoi. As the phone is ringing, I look up at the skylight above. The sun has nearly disappeared from the sky, and we're running out of light. If there was electricity connected here, we wouldn't have a problem. But if it gets much darker than this, we're going to struggle to apply makeup to the cadaver.
Noriko? Hey, me again. Feels like we just spoke this morning, hey?
Yeah, you did. You're so awkward.
It was this morning. Yeah.
Haha.
Listen, just a quick question. Do you remember Emi Katsuno from school? Katsuno? Okay, that's really freaky, Noriko. Huh? What is? I bumped into Katsuno just today at the mall.
Oh. Oh. Oh, so she's not involved yet. Interesting.
You're kidding. I'm serious. She was pretty distressed, actually.
Oh, so she's already in a bad state of mind. That's actually like a perfect storm kind of thing, really.
She just got fired from her job. I see. Actually, it's kind of funny. I spoke with you about Corpse Girl's website this morning, and I spoke to Katsuno about it too. Really? Seems like there's someone she wanted dead. Maybe. I'm not sure. Perhaps her boss that fired her? Interesting. Why are you asking about her anyway? It's an odd question, but do you happen to know where she lives? Yes.
How do you know this?
Wait, seriously? Mm-hmm. Want me to send you her address? Are you going to visit her?
I sure am.
Oh, Howie. If you could send her address, then I'll really owe you one. Sure. I'll text it through. I didn't think you'd actually know it, but I wanted to ask anyway. No problem. I followed her home today from the mall, so I guess it worked out well for you.
Why? Hang on. Ellie followed Emmy home from the mall? Like, she stalked her? Yeah, I was like, what? What?
What did you say?
Huh?
Oh, I followed Emmy home today. I got on the train carriage behind hers. Well, don't worry. She didn't see me.
She knows. She knows. Oh my god, she fucking knows, dude. She knows.
Howie? What are you talking about? Well, I wanted to find out if she was going to use Corpse Girl's website,
No, you fucking know.
since I recommended it to her and all. I don't know what to say.
Yo, Ellie's a freak. Another freak amongst us.
Hey, I'm still at work, okay? I shouldn't really be talking on the phone. We'll chat later. Bye-bye. Owie, wait, don't hang up.
The phone calls ends abruptly. I'm baffled by the fact that Aoi followed Emmy home. I can't quite figure out what must have been going through her head at the time. But right now, I don't have time to worry about it. I need to finish up here at the factory. I noticed that I have an unread message on my phone. I opened it up to find Aoi has sent me Emmy's full address.
Well, at least I got the address.
No, that's something you need to worry about, I feel like.
You got it? Nice. Shinya barely remembered the chick, apparently, so it wasn't really helpful, sorry.
Oh, it's okay. We got what we needed.
No trouble. We got what we needed. It's getting dark. Help me put some makeup on the corpse.
Okay, show me that photo of Emmy again. We better do this properly.
She's all in now. At first she was like, I'm not touching a corpse. But now she's like, let me see that photo. We're gonna make sure this is done right.
Right. Here.
I feel like Noriko would actually be really good at this, because I mean, like, Tomoe looks like she really goes hard on her makeup too, but like Noriko is like she prepares this every day for like when she goes to work. I bring up the photo and we examine it closely before setting to work. Thanks, that'd be go time. Well, I think I'm going to stop there for today because that went on a little bit longer than I anticipated, but it was worth it because that was, I feel like, a really good, there's some really good backstory stuff going on there. So, I'm excited to see where it goes from here. And I hope you guys are as well. So I hope to see you on the next time that we play. It'll be soon, I'm sure. And I really appreciate every single one of you guys. Thank you so much for being here. And as always, this has been Obediently Yours, Count Silver, signing off.